Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. I saw gold in my Bitcoin wallet. Let's explore. What is a Bitcoin wallet? Well, I learned the hard way what that was today. Not by hardware, but there are different versions of wallets with Bitcoin. I am definitely a novice when it comes to cryptocurrencies, but have set up a Coinbase account to be able to trade and put a little bit of money, invest a little bit of money. And when I mean very little, I'm talking about extremely small amounts of money for Bitcoin, and also from some contributions of Satoshis from the members of this audience here. So very much appreciated. Well, that has done me very well. I'm pretty amazed. I haven't checked the balance probably in a year. And when I saw that Bitcoin went up to $23,000 a Bitcoin, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and log back into this account and see what I can find. Turns out I was not able to receive any Bitcoin without verifying my identity. You've got to go through a pretty big rigmarole to make sure that you are legitimate, including your driver's license and all that detail, which made me a little bit nervous because I thought it was supposed to be anonymous. But I'm sure there are other ways to transact it remaining anonymous, but Coinbase was the most user-friendly thing I can think of, and it turns out I tried to buy gold with it. You can't just buy gold with a Coinbase account. Well, at least I didn't think you could. I just did a little research to see what I would have to do, and I tried to get this BitPay, which I think is one of the most popular wallets, software or application wallets out there. You can get hardware wallets too, which I don't have. Those are relatively expensive to do, and of course you have transaction fees and the like. But I was very pleasantly surprised to find that my balance was enough to buy a substantial amount of precious metals. In this case, 1 ounce of gold for the very little that I had invested in it. So that was my mission. And I wanted to get it while the price was high, especially after reading an article saying that we could see a pullback in Bitcoin soon. So what did I do? Started doing a little bit of research, trying to find ways to be able to get it and spend the money. And I really ran up against a wall because it's not as easy as one would think, at least that I've been able to find, to be able to transfer that out of Coinbase into a wallet to be able to spend the money or spend the Bitcoin in one setting to buy an ounce of gold. BitPay has something that allows you to do it, but you're limited to $1,000. And by the time I looked into other wallets, they looked too complex for me to try to figure out how to get. And I was afraid that I was going to lose it if I tried to transfer it out or not be able to get to it again, because apparently you've got to go through a pretty big procedure security-wise to be able to get your wallet up and running. It's just a lot. If you forget anything, forget passwords, forget phrases, security phrases, well, you're out of luck. And I didn't want that. It makes me too nervous. I wanted to get rid of this as quickly as possible to take advantage of it. So I did some calling around, and I found a coin shop that was close enough or worth driving to that was thinking about doing a transaction in Bitcoin. And they were in fact talking about setting it up in order to make that happen. And that made me happy because I could transfer and be able to buy gold with it. That's what you see here before you. I was able to buy gold with using just my Coinbase accounts and sending money to the business account, Coinbase account of this coin shop. It turns out it was their very first transaction selling gold with Bitcoin, and was my first transaction buying gold with Bitcoin. So there you have it, with a little bit left over, by the way, not a whole lot. $50 is what I got left in my account. In some ways, I'm a little bit sad that I did it, because now I don't have any Bitcoin, much to speak of. I had almost a tenth of a Bitcoin in there, I guess, when it was all said and done. Well, much less than a tenth of about $3,000 less than a tenth. According to a full Bitcoin, $23,000. I had about $2,100 in my account, which was a shocking surprise to me, for sure. But I was able to take that, and the transaction went smoothly from Coinbase to Coinbase. And thankfully they had Coinbase, and was able to take it, because apparently Coinbase has their version of a wallet, and you can send and receive that way. But I had to set all that up, verify myself, enter text codes multiple times, and verify my identity on various different levels. Crazy. Put in your address, all that stuff. So Bitcoin is not anonymous, at least with Coinbase it's not. There may be other exchanges where it is, but they know who you are, for sure, whenever you transact, at least through Coinbase. But again, I admit my ignorance on it, and my guess is to get really deep down to make it anonymous provides a level of complexity that I'm not willing to engage in. I like the simplicity of precious metals, so I was itching when I saw that balance. I said, that's enough to get gold. I'm on a mission. So that's why when I looked at that wallet, I saw gold. So 1 ounce of gold they had. They didn't have any 1 ounce coins, but I was able to get 2020 half ounce coins. And that's what I did here. You can see them there, 2020. Apropos for quite the crazy year it's been. A year mostly full of bad news, but I'll take any good news I can get. And my balance for Bitcoin and my wallet within Coinbase provided that good news. I was not expecting to be able to get any more gold this year, so I was very pleasantly surprised to be able to do so, utilizing cryptocurrencies. And it gives me another respect for cryptocurrencies for those of you who do engage in that environment and cryptos. It can pay off as an investment. But you have to understand, I had forgotten about the money that was in there, because I'm prepared, any money that I put in there, I'm prepared to lose it all. You have to go in with that mindset so that you can be pleasantly surprised, such as I was. But I'd much rather have gold than Bitcoin in my possession. It's a stable asset. It is a wealth-preserving device that transcends any kind of cryptocurrencies out there, for sure. And to be able to cash out was a challenge for me. And again, it may not be for those of you who are crypto heads out there in the crypto sphere. You guys know what you're doing, able to make that thing work for you. For me, I like the safety, the simplicity of gold. And so I am tickled gold on this transaction. Tickled yellow, tickled gold, for sure, to be able to make it work. And there are others who are in that space who may cash out and get a little bit of gold and diversify in that gold in that realm. And some people may have told me, or may have advised me, hey, you should have just bought one of these gold coins and left the rest in Bitcoin, because it could go up to $40,000 an ounce, or $40,000 of Bitcoin. Yes, there is a chance that it could have. Very well could have done that. But I didn't want to take that chance, because it could just as easily go the other way as well, too. Gold could go down as well in price. In fact, at the time of purchase of this, gold is well up, rising substantially. But it could go back down again. But I know that in the long run, this is going to preserve my value. I am risk averse, and I like to be able to see and hold what I put my money in. You can't do that with Bitcoin. In fact, one of the times I've tested to try to get the money out of Coinbase into this BitPay wallet, one of the things I was trying to do to make that happen, I wasn't sure that it could have just gone into the ether, that balance could just disappear. You never know. I just didn't know. I didn't have the confidence of what I was doing. So I was like, I'm not going to mess with it all. I'm going to call this coin shop that I know of. Took a bit of drive to get there, but they had the guy that I knew there did dabble enough in cryptocurrencies to know what he was doing. He said, hey, you've got it in Coinbase. That's all we need. Come on in. We can make it work for you, and you'll be our first. I popped the cherry of the local coin shop, and I popped my cherry as well, and I was able to make the benefits of that popping into 2 half-ounce gold American Eagles, the most liquid of the gold coins out there. So if ever I need to sell, I can very easily take these things in for a simple transaction to be able to take advantage of the profits, or of what they represent, and that is money, true money that lasts and will last. It doesn't require any electronic transfer. It doesn't require batteries. It doesn't require electricity. It doesn't require an internet connection. It is what it is, and I love that about gold. And again, I say all that with great respect for those of you who have made a lot of money in Bitcoin. You've done very well. I did it too, surprisingly enough, with very little investment. But I'm cashing out. I'm crying uncle, and I'm happy to do so, because this is something of a, not only the beauty of these metals, but just the stability and the transactions, knowing that this will always be modern and historic. That's what gold is. And so, very pleased with that transaction. So let me know what your thoughts are. Have you ever bought gold with Bitcoin? How did you do it? Did you have to get a wallet? Did you do it through one of the bullion dealers like I tried to and failed? How did you make it work? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think I made a foolish move in making this direction? Should I have tried to stick it out with the cryptocurrencies? Do you think I should get back into cryptocurrencies? The Coinbase is still there. I can still put money in it if I wanted to, but I don't know, man. I'm nervous about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.